LEAN has almost taken on a religious fervor in many places around the world. And my concern about the religious fervor is that people will just try to adopt the religion blindly without really understanding what it means to them. I believe very, very strongly that LEAN is a good set of tools. And those tools have to be for the right problem. And so there are a lot of processes, especially very linear, very sequential types of processes where we can use a lot of the techniques of LEAN. I mean, for example, eliminating waiting, not producing things that we really don't need, not sending things all around the company if they don't need to be sent around the company. Those are all really good, common sense things to do. And LEAN can really be very, very helpful with that. But the one thing that LEAN, as it's adopted by most organizations, and the same is true with Six Sigma, the one thing you will find is that it doesn't really have sufficient, in my opinion, doesn't have sufficient overall governance to basically determine what to do. And yes, in a very linear process where the work is standard, then we can apply LEAN very easily, have people become self-empowered to do their own improvement, their own Kaizen. Those are all things which are very, very helpful. But if I'm investing in the wrong things, if I'm bringing, for example, bringing LEAN to a process called develop new products and bring them to market, do you want to make that LEAN, or do you want to have a process that really brings you great products to market with high innovation? There's a great illustration of the challenges of that in 3M. 3M is a company that's very innovative. It even says in its title, innovation, in its logo. When they tried to adopt Six Sigma, which has a lot of similarities to LEAN, when they tried to adopt Six Sigma, because they brought a new person in, they really had difficulty with it because the culture in the organization was one about innovation. And it was one about, well, we expect a certain percentage of our initiatives to fail. If we don't try them, we won't know. So it's the thinking and the philosophy that might be tough. So what I would really say is LEAN is a great set of techniques for certain types of processes, but we need the management processes to be improved, which is more in the domain of BPM. We also need to be able to automate and implement change at the human level. And so we might have to have BPM to sort of connect the strategy and the process level and provide the overall framework to define what the requirements are for technology and so on. So we tend to see BPM as being more encompassing and embracing LEAN where LEAN is appropriate, as opposed to my concern is that when LEAN takes on a religion inside a company, people stop thinking about anything else. And it's the only set of tools they have. I think we need more tools than that.